So here they are. The two boys go to church, so to speak, to use New Testament language, to worship. When they go to church to worship, we see their offerings, what they brought to God. It says, Cain brought an offering to the Lord from the fruit of the ground, verse 3. Verse 4, Abel, on his part, brought the firstlings of the flock and their fat portions. And the Lord regarded Abel's offering. He didn't regard Cain's offering. Something was wrong with what they brought. What was wrong with it? Cain went and he got some tomatoes, some cabbage, whatever fruit he brought, whatever it was, and he put it on the altar and he says, here it is, God, I've come to church. Abel brought the firstlings of the flock and their fat portion. Here it is, God, I've come to church. God had regard for Abel's offering, which means he consumed it, because whenever God accepted your offering in Scripture, he would consume it. Abel's offering was sitting on the altar and nothing. God didn't snatch it up. He had no regard for it, or to put it in everyday language, he said, I ain't doing nothing with that. I can't accept that. What you mean, God? I've been working all week. I've been tilling the ground. I brought you my stuff. God said, I can't use that. You see, God had already told Adam and Eve, and therefore through them Cain and Abel, that to come in my presence, you must deal with sin. To come in my presence, you must deal with sin. And the only way to deal with sin is through sacrifice. I slew an animal to deal with the sin of your mama and your daddy. Abel brought a sacrifice to deal with his sin, and you're bringing me fruit. You want to worship me without dealing with sin. You want to come into my presence without dealing with your rebellion or whatever it is in your life that keeps you estranged from me. You just want to show up at church, skip sin, and want me to be happy. I cannot regard your offering if accompanied with your church attendance is your refusal to recognize and want to address my way sin. Brothers and sisters, the whole reason Jesus died on the cross was because of our sin and our need for atonement. You worship without atonement, and your worship is not regarded. That is why we center our worship on Jesus Christ, because he is the sin bearer. So the first thing that Cain did, or did not do, that Abel did, was he worshiped God in a way that recognized the reality of sin, his need for forgiveness in order to be accepted by a holy God.